3.75 hours from Canberra is Khancoban, located in the Kosciuszko National Park. Khancoban is the site for one of the most important parts of the Snowy hydroelectric scheme. On the way, we will see the devastation caused by the 2020 bushfires through the area. Also on the way, we are going to stop at one of the 16 hydro dams. This one is the Tumut Pond Dam, constructed in 1959, containing plenty of water and an integral part to the running of the Snowy hydro scheme. Welcome aboard, and hopefully you can enjoy the ride with me and Archie. Thanks again. G'day, and welcome back to another magnificent episode of Robbo Outdoors. I'm Robbo, by the way. Today we are at Khancoban, which is the furthest into the Snowy Mountains, Kosciuszko, I've ever been, and fortunate enough to find some private property. So thanks to Andy for letting us stay right on the swampy Plains River. And as you can see, a few new additions to the Robbo Outdoor setup, which I'll go into later, mainly is the marquee, which due to my roof rack issues, I've had to buy from BC, Boating Camping, and it was a great purchase. Location-wise, once again, couldn't be better. A, no people. B, river, and C, dog-friendly. So hopefully you'll stay around for our adventure, and thanks once again for joining us. Just sitting down, and I just fed Archie, so he's having a little bit of a snooze. And I'd just like to say thank you to Holly for our magnificent Christmas present. She knows that I don't drink beer, and this is a little bit of a sneaky alcoholic ginger beer from the one and only James Squire. So I shall be having that. And tonight's snack of choice are the magnificent original Cheezels. Not a Tubes fan, and even though the greatest Australian of all time, Shane Warne, loved them, I, however, do not. And some of you will know that I am a school teacher, and each year we have a Joke of the Year competition. And this year's winner was a young gentleman called Patrick, but he also had the worst joke of the year, so who knows? So the joke was, what does a nose eat at a party? Sneezels. Yeah, I gave that 7, and there was not much else, so that one. And this camping trip's book of the week is Ian Rankin, A Question of Blood. Those of you who might not know or may know Detective Inspector Rebus was a TV show set in Scotland, and one of my favourite novelists of all time. So I'm going to sit down, have a sneaky ginger beer and a sneezel, and watch the river go by. So Khancoban is the location of the Snowy Mountains Hydro, which we drove past on the way here. It's about 3.5 to 4 hours from Canberra, depending on which way you go. I came through Boboyan Road, which is a little bit dusty, so I might just hit the highway on the way back and listen to the cricket. And in terms of what we have here, we obviously got a fire pit there, the Swampy Plains River in the background, the Chinese spy wagon set up, some lovely Acacia espinantha flowing wattle trees in the background, common to these parts, and it's private property, so the gentleman has built up on the top there a little shipping container with a deck overlooking the river. It is a working farm, so there are sheep and cattle around, and it's pretty perfect for a Robbo's Outdoors adventure. Tonight on Robbo's Outdoors Gourmet Camp Kitchen, we are going to have some Scotch fillet steak and some mashed potatoes. And I forgot the veggies, so I'm obviously going to cook them on the old June 4-wheel drive all-purpose cooker, which is a great bit of kit. And yeah, so meat and spuds tonight. Happy days. A little bit of sodium chloride. And a little bit of pepper noir. Good evening, and I just thought I'd show you a few new additions to the Robbo's Outdoors setup, just whilst my roof racks and awning are being repaired. Shout out to Roof Racks Galore in Fishwick, who have actually been really, really good, really helpful, and that's happening in the new year. So I went to BC, boating and camping, and bought the Wanderer pop-up gazebo, and it's got a central locking system in the middle where you just climb underneath and pop it up. So it's very doable for a one person and a one dog setup. I also added to the ambience of the Robbo's Outdoors setup. I bought these bad boys from Amazon, and you can turn them off and on, and Disco Inferno, and some sort of shimmer, and that one. So when the time comes, we'll just leave it on like that for the moment. So happy days. I also went to BC and bought another lantern, and also hopefully you're experiencing some Dolby surround sound, because I went to Amazon and also bought a little microphone, a lapel microphone, because I know a few thousand of my subscribers have been commenting on, especially if it's windy, they can't hear my dulcet tones. So setup is the Archie swag on the stretcher, and shout out to Miles, who and Eddie's old boy, who makes these sort of like synthetic camping mats, and he was able to get me one. And thank you very much for that. As you can see, it has pride of place, and Archie's asleep. Happy days. So thanks very much to the Summerall family for my custom Yeti, which will now be my custom cup of tea holder when I go camping. So thank you very much. There are some perks to being teacher. Lovely morning. It's about 7 o'clock. Obviously the sun's peeking through. Had a great night's sleep last night. I only had the one doona on, so a little bit chilly there, but overall not too bad. Archie loves our new camp grass, camp matting, which is great. So I'm going to go for a swim a bit later and see what the day holds. Go for a swim? Yeah. Come on. There, oi, come back here. Come here. Come on. No,